morning, consumer math. Today we're going to continue our chapter about gross income, and today we're going to discuss salary. So what does it mean if you are paid by salary? So that means that you're paid a fixed amount of money earned on a regular basis. That means that regardless of the number of hours that you work, you're always paid the same amount for your paycheck, whether you're paid for the week or 2 weeks. You're not paid different amounts based off of the hours that you worked. You're not paid by the pieces of things that you produce. You're paid a set amount for that job. All right, so let's talk about some language. Make sure you get that word salary and its definition in your notebook today. So our salary, first of all, needs to be figured out what you're going to get paid per pay period. So you're going to take what is your annual salary, so you make a set amount per year, and then you're going to divide that by the number of pay periods. Now, for every job, those number of pay periods are usually set, but they're usually different. So in my case, I get paid a yearly salary, but I get paid twice a month. I get paid on the 10th of the month, and I get paid on the 25th of the month. So I get paid semi-monthly. So what I would do is take my salary and divide it by 24 pays to figure out what my salary per pay period is. Now, my husband in my household gets paid bi-weekly. So he gets an annual salary, but he's going to divide his by 26 because there's 26 bi-weekly pays in a year. So he actually gets 2 more paychecks in the entire year than I do. And it's all just based off of how your employer decides to issue your checks. All right, so here are some options. So if you're paid monthly, that means that you get 1 pay per month. So you're going to get 12 pays per year. Now, these are just some examples of ways. These are not the only ways. If you're paid weekly, that means that you're going to get 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year. So you're going to get 52 pays. Bi-weekly, that means you're going to get paid, well, if you had 52 weeks in a year and you divide that by 2, that means you get 26 pays in a year. You get paid every other week is what that comes down to. Or if you're paid semi-monthly, that would be taking 12 months times 2, because you're going to get 2 pays per year, and you're going to get paid 24 pays. So this is the way I get my paycheck semi-monthly. Now, these are just examples of how you get paid, but this semi-monthly means twice a month when you see that language. Okay, so let's figure out some salaries. So Mary's yearly salary is $54,000. They want to know what is her bi-weekly pay before taxes. So if she gets paid bi-weekly, that means she's going to receive 26 pays in the year. So we're going to take her annual salary, which is $54,000, and we're going to divide it by 26 pays, and that means her gross pay before taxes would be $2,076.92. Once they got that established, then they'll take the taxes and everything out of that before she gets her net pay. All right. Let's look at our second example. It says William's yearly salary is $27,320. What is his semi-monthly pay? So semi-monthly means that he's going to get paid 24 times in the year. So we're going to take 27,320 and we're going to divide that by 24, and that's going to give us roughly $1,138.33. And that's per pay. All right, now we're going to jump into the book and we're going to look actually at concept check number 3. I typed this out for you, but if you have your book handy, it's on page 111. This problem says Mark Adler earned $16.50 per month as an assistant technician at a recording studio. So that's going to be what his per monthly pay is. His new job pays $9.80 per hour with time and a half for all hours over 36 weeks. So he has the luxury to go where he can get overtime. How many hours of overtime per week will he need to work to earn the same amount per week as his current job? Now, because this pay is a reflection of per month, and now they're talking about what his per week pay will be, we're going to have to do some calculations there. So what I'm going to do is, some people will think, okay, let's just divide $16.50 by 4. The problem with that is there's not always 4 weeks in a month. Sometimes there's 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what his yearly salary is to start with. So I'm going to take $16.50 times 12. That's going to give us his yearly salary. So when I do a quick calculation here, times 12 gives us his yearly salary is $19,800. And that's yearly. All right, now it's going to be easy to figure out what his per week salary is when I convert it. So we're going to take that $19,800, what his yearly salary is, and now we're going to divide that by 52. All right, when we divide that by 52, his weekly salary is $380.77. All right, now we're going to go back and figure out what he's going to have to make in order to maintain that weekly salary. So it says that he makes $9.80 per hour, and he gets paid overtime after 36. So we're going to assume that he has to work 980. He's going to work 36 hours, and then he's going to cut into overtime. So that's his regular time pay. This should look familiar to when we calculated overtime. Plus, he's going to work $9.80 an hour with his overtime rate of time and a half for how many hours? So that's what we're looking for. So H is going to represent the overtime hours. All right, so recap what we've done so far is we've converted that $16.50 per month salary into a per week salary. And then we set that equal to his regular time hours plus his overtime hours. All right, so let's do this math. 980 times 36 is 352.80, set equal to 380.77, plus when I calculate 980 times 1.5, that means his overtime rate is 14.7 times every hour that he works. And then we're going to go ahead and solve this equation. Take off the 352.80. That's going to give him 27.97 is equal to 14.7 H. Divide by 14.7, that rate. I'm going to move over here and say his overtime hours have to be about 1.9 or about 2 hours if I round that up of overtime. Okay, so in this problem we had to convert the per month to per week. And then we had to set up our overtime equation just like we did when we calculated overtime hours. I'm going to put the assignment on Google Classroom. Go ahead and try that and upload that for me and show all your work. Have a great day.